Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Fitz TV here, aka Lauren33. I am back here today with another video on the channel for y'all, and we're gonna be going over the early draft pages for Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 75. They just came out a couple minutes ago, and I didn't want to waste any time covering them for you guys. And this is a big chapter because this is the showcase for Vegeta's new God of Destruction form. This has been the talk of the Dragon Ball community for the last month. Everyone's been talking about Vegeta's new God of Destruction form, and basically even for people who may not even be reading the manga, they all know about Vegeta's new form. It was pretty much impossible to not get spoiled about this form with the way everyone was talking about it last month. So a lot of people have big expectations for this chapter, especially Vegeta fans. Will Vegeta get the W over Granolah? What does this new form do? What's the special sauce behind the form itself, right? What kind of cool abilities and technique can Vegeta perform now at this new level? So we got the early draft pages and we're going to talk about it a little bit. And I'm going to go through the panels at the end, but first I want to read the translations that we got from Herms. There's not a lot of dialogue with these early draft pages this month because mainly this is just a bunch of action, so let's go over it and try to get, a little bit of an understanding of what's going on here. So the official title for the chapter this month is A God of Destruction's Power. So that confirms it, right? Vegeta has now ascended to that level of a God of Destruction. He has a God of Destruction's power. And we know he got that based off the training he did with Beerus. So I feel like that's a cool title for this month's chapter. So the first thing is Granolah asks, what do you mean your power has no limit? And if you guys remember, at the end of Manga Chapter 74, Vegeta said, I forgot what the line actually was, but he says, this power has no limit, something like that. So we just pick up right where we left off in Manga Chapter 74. So Vegeta says, in response, you really gotten cocky. Get ready because now I'm going to get rough with you. And we'll go over the panels in just a second. So Vegeta basically beats down Granolah for the first part of these early draft pages. And Vegeta says, the way I am now, the more my fighting spirit burns, the stronger I grow, right? And that's basically all we have. And you guys can see here through some of these panels, there's not much dialogue. That dialogue when Vegeta's talking about his fighting spirit is at the end. And, what's ironic here, the last panel from the early draft pages, you have Vegeta making that cocky smile. And, when Vegeta gets cocky, sometimes, things go the wrong way. So it's going to be interesting to see, will Vegeta have that smile on his face by the end of the chapter? But we're going to go through the early draft pages really quickly. Like I said, there's barely any dialogue. And to me, based on what we see in these early draft pages, right, as Vegeta beats down Granolah, it kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 64, where we saw UI Goku, right? Now that he had perfected UI, it was basically a showcase of what UI could truly do when mastered against Moro. That whole chapter is just Goku beating Moro's ass. And I feel like we may be getting that same thing now with Vegeta here in Manga Chapter 75. I think for most of this chapter, it's just going to be Vegeta owning Granolah. Unless Granolah has something else up his sleeve that we don't know. Because we haven't really seen Granolah yet at full power. But it's going to be interesting if Vegeta forces Granolah to use his full power in this chapter. But you guys can see here, right? Granolah was asking, what do you mean that power has no limit? And you can see Vegeta with the cocky smile on his face. He goes into battle. And it looks like it's a little hard to tell what's going on just because, remember, this is the early draft pages. This is not the full HD completed version. It looks like, based on what's happening, it looks like Vegeta powers up, right? It looks like Vegeta powers up. Granola's guarding. You could see like the energy based off. You can see like Vegeta's aura is expanding, right? And we see Vegeta gets right up into Granola's face and grabs him. This reminds me just like the Goku Black arc in the anime where Vegeta in Super Saiyan Blue took Goku Black and raised him up by his outfit, right? I love this panel right here. Vegeta with the cocky smile and Granolah, there's really nothing he can do. And then that's Vegeta saying that, you've really gotten cocky, and now I'm going to get rough with you. Right? And we see Vegeta headbutts Granolah just like he did the Goku Black in the Goku Black arc in the anime. Right? Granolah clearly taking damage there. And then we see Vegeta grabs Granolah and throws him. So it kind of seems like the God of Destruction form also makes Vegeta a little more violent, right? We know Vegeta's an aggressive fighter, but it's one thing that I'm noticing is Vegeta is a little more. It looks like he's a little more violent in these early draft pages. That's just one thing I'm personally noticed. So we see Granolah, right? He getting tossed around. He's trying to recover, but Vegeta comes from behind and hits him with an axe handle. And we see Granolah, right? He bounces off the ground once again. Then Vegeta hits him with a kick back into the air. Granolah tries to recover and hit him with those ki blasts using, his sniping ability, but Vegeta's too fast and Vegeta's able to get him from behind. So you can see Granolah then recovers again. He goes after Vegeta, who's in midair, and it appears that he's able to hit Vegeta straight in the gut, right? And you guys remember last chapter, Granolah got Vegeta in the gut, but Vegeta was kind of able to guard against it and not get the full impact of Granolah attacking his vital spot, because we know that's mainly Granolah's battle strategy is to go after his opponent's vital spots. But we see here, even though it looks like Granolah was able to hit Vegeta, it had no impact, and then we get Vegeta with that cocky smile as the early draft pages end. And that's where we get the line where Vegeta's like, the way I am now, the more my fighting spirit burns, the stronger I grow, and that's it. So basically, like I said, I think this chapter is going to be a showcase of Vegeta's power. The one thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to wait till we get the full chapter, because remember, this is only about 7-8 pages. This is nothing. This is just a tiny bit of the full chapter. And would it be fair to judge this chapter before getting the full thing? These are just early draft pages. The only thing I would say is I want to know what makes this form unique, right? I don't want this just to be another punch kick form. The one thing that I love about Ultra Instinct is, right, it's unique. It's something we haven't seen in Dragon Ball before. Right, your body, learning to, move on its own, and Ultra Instinct comes with its own fighting style, especially when Goku uses it. I want Vegeta to have his own unique fighting style with this new form. If it's another punch and kick form, it's gonna be a little disappointing. Now that Vegeta's ascended to a whole new level with this God of Destruction power, I want it to actually change the way he fights, the way he maneuvers. So far what I'm noticing is Vegeta is owning Granolah, right? But I'm not noticing anything like unique that it causes Vegeta to do in battle. I'm just seeing Vegeta mainly just own Granolah based off power and speed and all that. Vegeta doing some of his normal moves like his kicks, his axe handle, stuff like that. So hopefully as the chapter goes on and the battle unfolds, we get to see Vegeta showcase some new techniques, some new abilities, new things. So that's my only small little nitpick. But overall, I like the way the early draft pages look. I'm getting used to Vegeta without eyebrows, right? At first it was weird because we've never seen Vegeta without eyebrows in the series before. I'm getting used to it a little bit. So as we get more of it and we get to see it with the full chapter, hopefully it becomes a little bit easier on the eyes, but I'm getting used to it, right? I'm not going to say I love it or anything like that until we see more of it. And I still want to know, what are Vegeta's official colors? Is his hair purple? Is his hair, black with purple highlights? I do want us to get an official color scheme, what Vegeta's official colors for this form are. But for the most part, the early draft pages look good. I'm excited for this chapter. There's still a lot more. Will Vegeta get the dub on Granolah? Right? Will he indeed defeat Granolah? Will Vegeta finally get the big dub everybody's wanting him to get in Dragon Ball Super? We'll see. We'll see. I'm rooting for Vegeta this chapter. Even as a Goku fan, I'm rooting for Vegeta heavily in this chapter. But we'll see. I definitely think, my opinion, I think Vegeta is going to beat Granolah down for most of the chapter. And then something's going to happen that causes the battle to take a halt. right? Goku and Granolah was 2 chapters. I expect this chapter to end the battle with Vegeta and Granolah somehow, and something's gonna happen to cause them to stop fighting or at least take a break. Could be the Heater Clan, maybe finding the Dragon Balls on Planet Cereal. Maybe something happens with Monito. Maybe Frieza shows up. But I do expect something to happen to cause things to take a pause because they have been fighting now for about the last 3, 4 chapters. So I do expect, some kind of break to happen. But I remember Granolah still needs to find out that he's been manipulated by the Heater Clan this whole time. So there's still a lot that needs to happen. But so far, I'm enjoying this. But we're gonna wait till the full chapter. Right now that we have the early draft pages, remember the full chapter is going to be coming out in a week. The chapter is not coming out on August 20th; it's coming out on August 18th this month. So that will be next Thursday. So next Thursday is going to be a big day because we're going to be getting My Hero leaks, and then the full Dragon Ball Super manga chapter, with Vegeta versus Granolah is going to be coming out. So a lot's going to be happening. I'm excited for it. So make sure you guys are subscribed because you guys are not going to want to miss out on my Hero videos or my Dragon Ball Super videos. So we got a lot coming. I hope you guys are excited, right? Let me know in the comments section what you guys think of these early draft pages. What you guys thinking of the battle between Vegeta and Granolah so far? What are you guys thinking, or how you guys feeling about Vegeta's new form? But other than that, that's about all I got for you guys today. I'll see you guys later, man. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that bell next to my name, Fitz TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. Follow me down on social media. The links are in the description down below. You guys stay safe and healthy. I'll see y'all later. Peace.